Life was hard, but it could be worse. Life was hard, but it could be worse. Life is hard.
Welcome to the Life is Hard podcast. Life is certainly hard for The Rock, or at least his dogs.
Yeah, poor guy. I mean, the poor dogs. He got puppies. The Rock got puppies.
He had them like he birthed puppies?
We're talking about Dwayne Johnson, by the way. The Rock, the action hero guy. Yeah, he got 2 new puppies.
The wrestler.
Is there? No, I thought he was an action hero. He's in movies.
He is now.
Oh, he was a wrestler?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how he became The Rock, you know.
Of course.
That was his alias or his show name, his wrestler name.
Well, apparently he can swim.
The Rock?
Yeah.
Rocks sink.
I know. It's not. Who would have thunk, huh? But he can swim because...
Rocks can swim. That should have been... Was that the headline of the news story?
When he brought his new puppies home, they dashed into his pool, into the deep end, and one of them swam and one of them sank. So he had to...
So you're telling me that rocks can swim and puppies can't?
Well, apparently this is...
I thought all puppies... When you teach a kid to swim... You say, do a doggy paddle. It's like instinct. Dogs can do it. Dogs never drown because they can doggy paddle.
I have heard some dogs don't swim. I don't know if it's just something like they panic like people do and they just don't rely on their instincts. I have no idea. All I know is that he said it sank like a brick and he had to dive in after it. And, of course, this came off of his social media page, so it was a great little story, you know, all embellished with details and fun stuff, and I was reading that, and that was all cute and had a cute little ending, and his puppy turned out okay, and everybody's happy now, and he says, you know, warning to people, be sure to keep your puppies out of the pool and don't dive in the pool with your phone in your pocket. But then I go on to the next news item about a 4-year-old child who fell in a well, and there's like no details, just a 4-year-old child fell in the well, he was in there for a couple hours before they pulled him out.
Also with a dog.
Also with it, well, he apparently went after the dog, but that wasn't even in the first article I read. They just had child with dog, bottom of 25-foot well, 18 inches around, and he was in there for several hours while they figured out how to pull him out. I'm like, wow, the Rock story was much better.
Maybe the Rock should have went into the well and got him and the dog out.
I don't think he would have fit.
He could do Ant-Man. He could put on the Ant-Man suit and get real small.
The one crazy part about the 4-year-old child story is that they said they sent water down to him. Of course, in my mind, I'm picturing a fire department there putting a 4-inch hose down the well and charging the hose and being like, you got enough water yet?
That's why I was thinking they would just float them out.
Yeah.
Flood the well with water and make them rise to the top.
Well, they could, I mean...
Of course, apparently dogs don't necessarily float anymore.
But there's an idea, though. I mean, I don't know how hard it would be to fill that well up with water, but if you just dropped a life preserver down to the kid and told him to hold on to the dog and then filled the well up would come the kid.
There you go.
But apparently the big problem was the
I should be a rescuer.
Yes.
Not the little mouse kind.
Except you forgot the life preserver. You got to do that first.
We should be rescuers.
Yeah.
Life is hard.
Yeah, life is hard until you have to rescue a 4-year-old child. Hold on to the damn rope, kid! I can't! Your life depends on this! Hold on to the rope! Oh well. They got him out. It's all good. Apparently they just tied a loop in the rope, which I'm thinking, why wouldn't they have done that in the first place? But
so he held on to the loop?
Oh, he sat in it. He just wrapped it around himself and sat in the loop.
Oh.
Yeah, like a swing set.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they lowered a loop down for the dog.
And then he held on to the rope.
Yeah, and they lowered a loop down. I was worried about the dog. When they said they brought the kid up on a loop, I'm like, well, what about the dog? The kid didn't come with the dog. They left the dog down there. It turns out that they lowered a loop down to the dog, and the dog was smart enough to climb into the loop, and then they just pulled the loop tight on the dog and hauled him up.
Yeah, I was afraid they put the loops around their neck and like just pulled him up like they were...
Yeah. I don't know what I'd have done when I was 4, but now if I was down there with my dog, I mean, like, you're rescuing my dog first.
Well,
I wouldn't trust them to rescue me, or rescue the dog after they rescued me. They'd be like, okay, we got him out, cover the hole up.
Right.
But my dog's in there!
That's how you ended up at the bottom of the well in the first place, kid.
Exactly. So I'd be like, no, you're rescuing my dog first. Lower the loop down, and the dog goes up.
Too dangerous. Let the dog go.
What is the... What,
But The Rock didn't let his dogs go.
how's the saying go? Dogs and children before men and women or something? I don't know.
I've never heard that.
That's because I just made it up.
Oh.
So I want to know, why do you get out of bed in the morning?
Why do I get out of bed in the morning?
Yeah, life is hard.
Because I have to pee.
Well, there's a reason.
That's really the only reason.
Well, since I'm the oldest person in this room, I'm going to tell you that back in the day...
Most of the time I don't get out of bed in the morning. I get out of bed in the afternoon.
And that's exactly where I'm going with this. Because back in the day, when I was a kid, we used to get up early because there was bacon. Right? This was the only time of the day you got bacon. You got bacon for breakfast. And breakfast was at 6 a.m. If you weren't up at 6 a.m. for breakfast, you didn't get bacon.
Drink.
So...
That's going to be the drinking word. Bacon.
This could be the bacon episode. But this is important because at that time, one of the things that kept society from falling apart was the fact that bacon was for breakfast. There was no other bacon. We didn't have bacon bits on salads. We didn't have bacon cheeseburgers. We didn't have bacon...
We didn't have bacon cheeseburgers? How old are you?
No, we didn't have... I'm pretty old, all right?
They had bacon cheeseburgers when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you're not as old as I am. You're way behind me.
I only got them on vacation, though.
Like
it was
15 years younger than I am.
It was a big deal to go to Burger King. We only did that if we were on vacation.
And I don't even know if that's real bacon. Like, I don't know if Burger King... I'm not sure. I'm not even going to go there because I haven't researched that. They could be made of anything. But my point is that you look at what's happened to society. I mean, the world we know is just decaying in front of us. People have no morals. They don't get out of bed in the morning. They're lazy. They feel like, you know...
What is wrong with all that stuff? You're describing me. I'm taking offense. I'm offended, damn it. I'm calling the authorities. I'm calling 911 and telling them you offended me.
Can you do that?
Have you heard the reasons people call 911 lately? People call 911 because McDonald's is out of fries.
Yeah,
all kinds of ridiculous.
But that is an emergency. You have to admit. Because if you're gonna bend stoop to go to McDonald's to eat, you have to at least get fries, even though they're toxic.
Well, yeah, we'll have to do a 911 episode at some point. But back to your bacon story. Sorry.
Well, that was kind of it. I mean, just the whole decay of civilization has basically come about because of the liberalization of bacon.
Where did that come from? When did we go from like bacon is a nice thing to eat to chocolate covered bacon and gummy bear bacon and bacon is everywhere. They have bacon wallets. They have we made a bacon wrapped grilled cheese the other day because we saw them make one on YouTube or Facebook. Actually, it was.
What's her name? Didn't she have a bacon dress?
Bacon dress.
Yeah, oh god, I know who she is. She's a singer. She's not.
She's a singer with a bacon dress.
Actually, I think I called it a meat dress, but it was.
We're gonna whip out the internet.
Somebody
real quick.
signed a line on her. Oh wow, what was her name? Damn it, I know her name. She's like really famous, and I've listened to a lot of her songs, and she's well known. I can't remember for life.
She's a singer, apparently.
Yeah.
Bacon dress.
Oh my god, there's all kinds of bacon dresses.
An adult bacon dress.
And
costume dress.
Yeah, costume, great.
Yes. Great. Halloween costume. See? This is what I'm saying. Is bacon is everywhere, and it's just like Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, that's it. So yeah, I should know. I mean, guys, I should know Lady Gaga's name.
How can you forget Lady Gaga's name?
Because oh my god, her
and
dog.
And there's a dog with it.
Covered in bacon.
I can't decide if this is the dog episode or the bacon episode.
Okay, but I know Lady Gaga did not start this. She's too contemporary to have started this trend. This trend started decades ago. I don't know.
With bacon?
Yeah, this whole...
Decades? Yeah. Nah. It's been like the last...
It's a slippery...
3 or 4 years.
That it's really caught like fire. I mean, they've gone crazy now. They're doing... I mean, it was in the political news about the campaigners, the Republican wannabe presidential campaigners are like in Iowa cooking up bacon at the county fair or some shit. It's like, oh yeah, bacon, bacon, bacon. It's like, what the hell? Now they're using bacon to campaign. But this is... It's gotten ridiculous. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. I mean, it's like, it's a parabolic exponential growth in proliferation of liberalized bacon. How many
is the
drinks-
bacon liberalized?
I want to know how many drinks somebody's had to take by now, because I'm pretty sure that I have said the B word about 1,000 times.
Yeah. I'm wasted on coffee already. Bacon, 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 bacon,
Hey,
bacon.
Doug, look, you didn't need to do that. It's not that we hadn't had. We need to edit that out. You just killed somebody, I'm telling you.
I will not be held responsible. Play the drinking game responsibly.
Yeah, so
I'm not going to go down for that one.
it could be a conspiracy.
Well, that was my question about the bacon was, did it, like, is it truly grassroots because Facebook is a thing and we all talk to each other
And we
over
love
social
bacon.
media and our one common bond in society is bacon, so we cling to that and it exploded
Our
naturally?
one common bond. I don't eat bacon.
Yes. You don't eat bacon?
No, it's pork.
That's it. Podcast is over. All right. We're done.
I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat at all.
Very rare occasions.
You're a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Don't they have vegetarian bacon?
Probably, but who would want it?
I don't know. Vegetarians.
I
That
make
still like
exceptions
bacon.
for fish is about all I do. So I don't think we have bacon fish.
Well, there's a whole is fish meat separate discussion. I got into that battle once,
yeah, I mean, well, they're
asserting that fish was definitely meat, and I got argued with by all these people.
they
No,
have
fish is not
names.
meat.
No, they have names for different kinds of vegetarians, and there are vegetarians who can eat fish but not any other meat, and it just has to do with what the.
Those are fishitarians.
Yeah, well, I know lots of vegetarians who will have like a weekly ritual of salmon or something to take in the animal protein.
I think that's where that discussion actually came from, because they said they were vegetarians that eat fish, and I'm like, well, then you're not a vegetarian because you're eating meat. Oh, fish isn't meat. Like, bullshit.
Well, it is meat, but
Fish is absolutely meat.
But if you look up the vegetarian, there are categories of vegetarians that include vegetarians that do eat meat. Certain
Right.
type.
So there's vegetarians that are just liars.
No, vegan is what you're talking about. Vegan is absolutely no animal products. No dairy.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Because vegetarians can eat dairy. And dairy is an animal product, so it's not a vegetable.
Correct.
So vegetarian is not what it sounds. The term doesn't really mean what it sounds like it means. Because in theory, vegetarian should be vegetables.
Right. So they shouldn't even be eating apples or tomatoes.
Well, yeah. If you want, I think vegan is a good word.
Or
Because,
nuts, for that matter.
because I don't think vegan has really any other meaning. I mean, like, vegan means no animal products, period. And I don't think it, like, vegetarian sounds like vegetable.
Right.
Anyway.
And they
digress.
certainly shouldn't be
So
eating
is it a
vegetables.
conspiracy? That's the real question. Like, obviously the natural progression towards bacon, or are they promoting bacon in some
Right, I'm
conspiratorial,
wondering if, like, the pork industry has, like,
subliminally
made
inserted.
fake Facebook accounts that put little cute memes of bacon on there to like go viral or whatever and get people to go, oh yeah, bacon, oh bacon this and bacon that and bacon the other thing, and then it kind of takes off on its own. But did they plant the bacon seed, or did it just naturally grow?
I mean, they could
wild?
also encourage places like Burger King and stuff to add bacon to their things and advertise them with bacon to make it like a
Yeah, but
big
that's
deal.
not where this came from. I mean, Burger King didn't start bacon covered
Who did the
or
bacon?
chocolate covered bacon.
Oh yeah, chocolate covered bacon's ridiculous.
It's good, actually.
You've had chocolate covered bacon?
We made it, yeah.
It's an abomination.
We made chocolate covered bacon. We also made. So I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a part of this trend. We also made bacon wrapped grilled cheese, which was good, but it was a lot messier than I anticipated.
Oh, yes.
The inside, because it's wrapped in bacon, the bread does not grill. It just kind of mushes. So you eat the bacon, and then you've just got like this cheesy bread mush in the middle.
You're grossing me out.
It tastes good, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
To
can
do
you
it right,
pre-toast the bun?
I was just going to say, to do it right, if I were to do it again, I would probably make the grilled cheese on its own first, and then wrap it in bacon, and then grill it again with the bacon on it.
Well, you remember the 2-all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a
sesame seed bun.
Oh, but it was a toasted bun.
It was a sesame seed bun. That was the
I thought
song.
it was a toasted bun.
Unless there's an older version.
Yeah, well, something that's on a toasted bun. They toast bun, like on your really good sandwiches. They toast the bun so that it doesn't absorb the mayonnaise or the tomato or anything.
Quiznos. It's toasty.
Really?
That's their deal. Yeah, they toast everything
Well, I've eaten
at
at Quiznos. They're good.
Yeah.
They're better than Subway. I hope Subway didn't hear that.
Oh,
There we go,
well.
we're getting sued again.
Of all the places that are suing us, I think Subway is the most preoccupied with other things.
I don't know. I think they may have dodged that bullet.
They have a Quiznos. It's fake, but there's the stuff going around on Facebook about Quiznos' new slogan or their new ad campaign. It's a guy in a suit and tie with glasses, and he's kind of bigger dude. Looks very similar to Jared. You know, and it's Quiznos saying, "This is our new spokesperson, George. He eats Quiznos subs every day. He hasn't lost a bunch of weight or anything." And then down the other corner it says, "But he hasn't fucked any kids."
Oh, man.
Quiznos. Yeah.
I saw that one coming, but...
Yeah, but it's still ridiculous.
Speaking of conspiracy theories, though, it turns out there's a news article, or a science article today I read that it was in psmag.com. Because I'm not going to do this article justice. It says basically that people, once they're introduced to a conspiracy theory, they lose their faith in whatever the true theory was, the science. They basically just walk away from the science and they become misinformed. And
That's crap, because
and
I
they
never
act like-
believed in science to begin with, long before I bought any conspiracy
Well, there is those
theories.
group of people, but they're talking about the people in the middle. They're talking about the people who would otherwise sort of be kind of leaning in the direction of the science, and then they hear this conspiracy theory, and they go, whoa, there's some other alternative explanation, and now I don't buy the science anymore. And then they act like irresponsible loons, because they just go off and they do stupid shit,
It depends on what you're talking about. Like when we were talking about the flat Earth before,
Well, let's do
that
bacon.
being a conspiracy theory.
Well, yeah, that's true. The flat Earth.
There, I'm going with the science.
I was
what I'm saying?
I was actually tracking shadows today to see how the sun moved across the sky to make sure that it wasn't spinning in a circle. I'm telling you. But the bacon thing, I want to say back to the bacon thing, bacon conspiracy. If you have people who believe in the conspiracy, then of course they're going to just overconsume on bacon. They're going to have heart disease and die at the age of 34.
Believe in what conspiracy of bacon?
That it's all been just foisted upon them by the evil pork producers.
If they believed that, they wouldn't eat the bacon. They would be telling us, "Stay away. It's a conspiracy. Don't succumb to the bacon."
Well, then they starve to death, which you could do at the age of 12.
Well, that was quick.
Sometimes it happens. This has been the bacon episode.
Apparently.
Life is hard.
And the dogs and kids episode.
Please subscribe and send us messages.
We could have bacon wrapped dogs for dinner. That would be great.
Are they still alive?
Hard.
The dogs or the
Yeah,
bacon?
the
Could
dogs.
be worse.
Well, no, you're
Oh,
cooking them.
God.
Life is hard. But it could be worse. Life is hard. But it could be worse. Life is hard. But it could be worse.